be starting with Western Australia. Alan Tess from Sustainable Bayswater, a community engagement arm of Enviro House, will discuss how their group walks the talk and talks the walk on climate protection, active transport, and other sustainability issues. They will discuss their various projects, including the successful monthly share and repair.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Alex and this is Tess, as Kit said, and we're both from Sustainable Bayswater. We would like to firstly acknowledge the Whadjuk Noongar people as the original custodians on the land upon which Tess and I are presenting this evening. We pay respect to our elders past, present and emerging, and we really, in this group, acknowledge their spiritual connection to country, because that's important to us as Sustainable Bayswater members and Transition Australia members. Yep, next slide.
Coming. Why isn't it going up to the next one?
Yep. Sustainable Bayswater is a community engagement arm under the auspice of Enviro House. So they're our umbrella organisation, a campaign centre and eco-product store to support the community's efforts to live in a way that respects our environment and future generations. Enviro House as a whole, their projects and endeavours are made possible by direct financial support from the City of Bayswater, and our principal sponsor of more than 6 years is Community Bank Australia. So just a quick rundown on what is on your screen right now is just sometimes when people from interstate think of Bayswater, there's a Bayswater in Victoria and South Australia, but ours is there on the map, that little red cross hatched section there. So Perth is immediately to the left of it or to the west of it, and it's quite a large area of Perth. So it's 34.62 square kilometres, 70,000 people, and it has a 10-kilometre stretch along the Swan River or Derbyl Yerrigan. So how did it all start? In 2017, a small group of volunteers under the umbrella arm of Enviro House started Transition Town Bayswater, as it was known then. We had a shared vision to transition our local community to be a more environmentally sustainable and resilient one as we tackle the global issues of waste and fossil fuel dependency. Our first event was at a Baylands Green Day event or festival. Attendees to our store would roll a dice, so that's pictured there, and they'd have their say on what types of sustainability events and projects they'd like to see in our city. From there, we made up a very detailed 5-year strategic plan, using a lot of resources from the Transition Network. This was soon abandoned as it became clear our ideas, our passions, time, energy, and membership were fluid and changed regularly depending on what was going on in our lives. We are a very friendly bunch of people who like having a laugh, supporting each other's projects, and above all, making sure we don't burn out, because you probably, all attendees here have that issue, trying to keep afloat in this world. So since 2017, our membership has changed quite a bit, but we remain a small group of 12 active volunteers who punch far above our weight. A few months ago, we changed our name to Sustainable Bayswater to better reflect what our group does and make it easier for people to understand what our projects are. We kind of always had to keep explaining Transition Town Bayswater a lot. Yeah. A big part of our work is on waste education. One of our earliest events was holding a plastic-free long table lunch during Plastic-Free July in 2017. We are also bin fairies at various community events, literally standing by the bins and helping educate our community on how to correctly dispose of their waste, especially since the city moved to food organics, green organics, garden organics service in 2021. Another staple event we hold is hosting an annual Clean Up Australia Day event. We now have all the resources we need to hold the event and have done it so many times it doesn't really require much effort, more than promoting and turning up on the day. So it's a really easy no-brainer on that March long weekend. We usually get about 15 to 20 people attend and collect about 40 kilograms of rubbish each time. In the last year, we have created a party hosting kit to loan out to locals, and that's hosted at Enviro House. From its launch in September last year until now, 11 parties have used the kit, with 946 single-use items being avoided. Next. Another successful regular to our event calendar is our native garden verge walks, our bee workshops, and our chook workshops. We take participants on guided walks around various local neighbourhoods to view different people's verges and chat to the owners about how they went about greening their verge, owning chooks or beekeeping. We also try to tie the walks in with programs offered by our city, such as the Native Verge Garden rebates we can get through City of Bayswater, the Native Verge Garden guidelines, and the Native Plants to Residents program, paid for by the city and hosted by Enviro House. Our two biggest players are our regular film screenings and our share and repair event. We find our most successful events are those supported by our local council. The City of Bayswater hosts our movie screenings for free in their civic room, arranging the seating and providing tea and coffee. We just supply the popcorn. This year, we were also successful in getting a City of Bayswater grant to cover the screening costs for a year's worth of films, which has been really helpful. Having a wider reach by combining with other not-for-profits or community groups also helps, as well as holding screenings at bolos, breweries, and other local venues. In 2020, we changed our monthly seed library and share your spare to a more formal share and repair event on the right there, complete with logo. This is hosted at Enviro House on the first Saturday of each month, where a bunch of awesome people fix things. We share produce, seeds, food, and good conversation. We have developed a share and repair team who aren't members, but they share their skills each month. This has been highly successful and has so far diverted almost 700 kilograms from landfill. As we were chatting to Annie before about, though, we find our reach is needing to be extended, because sometimes it's the same group that keep coming back. So we've got a very loyal following, but it's smaller. We also run once-off events, but these tend to be quite labour intensive and so are only planned when our members have the energy and time to commit to them. We have developed an interactive foreshore play trail with Nature Play WA and City of Bayswater, a zero waste kids Christmas workshop, an Irby bike ride event, and a planetary health diet workshop, among others. We also hosted our inaugural olive harvest and preserving workshops this year. Due to a pesky Q fly outbreak, we were unable to get the olives pressed into oil, but the team supported each other to quickly turn it around into a successful community event with almost 90 kilograms of olives preserved. Our City of Bayswater emblem is the olive tree, which was a nice touch. Over the last few years, we've created some tree love signs the community can use and adapt to help inform the public of the importance of trees, and are currently working with the City of Bayswater to create a publicly available map with specifics on street trees to help improve tree canopy. In 2021, we added advocacy to our skill set, and in the last 3 years have written submissions and deputations on behalf of Sustainable Bayswater on topics such as the Safe Routes to Schools program, our local bike plan, traffic management plan, and the WA Forest Management Plan, as well as quizzing local councillor candidates on their thoughts regarding various environmental issues pre-election. As well as this, we are applying for a Bike Month grant this year to help improve active transport in our area. In 2021, we held an EV mini expo where we showcased short films on electric vehicles and also brought our own assortment of EVs and e-bikes for people to see and test drive. It didn't get the turnout we'd hoped for, but there has been a huge uptake in e-transport locally in the last few years, and our council is one of the trial sites for a community battery, so we hope to hold another one of these events soon. We are so proud to be a part of the Sustainable Bayswater family. Over the last 6 years, we have held over 79 events with over 1,738 attendees at these events, not to mention our advocacy and social media. We have 370 followers on Instagram and have made 246 posts. We have 700 likes and 811 followers on Facebook. We each do our part, and our passions help motivate each other to help out and start our own projects. Thanks.